What if the secret to adding more healthy years to your life was hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store? What if the difference between seniors who thrive in their 80s and 90s versus those who struggle with pain, fatigue, and memory loss came down to 5 specific fruits that most people walk right past? I'm Dr. David Wang from Elderly Health Central, and in my 20 years as a geriatric specialist, I've discovered something remarkable. These aren't just any fruits. They're what I call cellular time machines, scientifically proven to reverse biological aging markers, protect against the top 3 killers of seniors, and in some cases, add up to 8 years to your healthy lifespan. Today I'm sharing the exact 5 fruits that I prescribe to my healthiest patients, including one that helped my 89-year-old patient go from using a walker to hiking 3 miles daily, and another that contains a compound so powerful, Harvard researchers call it exercise in a bite. But before we dive in, if you want more breakthrough health discoveries like this delivered straight to you, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell right now. In my practice, I only share the most cutting-edge longevity research that could add healthy years to your life, discoveries from my 20 years treating seniors that most people will never hear about anywhere else. Don't miss out on medical insights that could change everything for you or someone you love. If you're over 60, or you love someone who is, this could be the most important 14 minutes of your day. Let me start with the first fruit that I prescribe most often in my practice. If you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why you're there, or struggled to remember a name you've known for years, blueberries could change everything. In my clinical experience, blueberries are like brain insurance, because they literally protect your mind from aging. Here's what happens when you eat blueberries regularly. They're packed with anthocyanins, compounds that act like brain fertilizer. These powerful antioxidants cross the blood-brain barrier and do something remarkable. They actually grow new brain cells and strengthen the connections between them. Clinical studies show they can reverse 15 years of brain aging in just 12 weeks. Dorothy Martinez discovered this firsthand. At 78, this former accountant had always been sharp as a tack, balancing books and managing finances for her entire family. But over 6 months, everything changed. She started forgetting appointments, mixing up her grandchildren's names, and getting lost driving to places she'd been to hundreds of times. Terrified she was developing dementia like her mother, Dorothy came to my office in tears. After running comprehensive tests and ruling out other causes, I gave Dorothy a simple prescription. Eat 3/4 cup of blueberries every morning with breakfast. That's it. No expensive medications, no complicated routines. Within 6 weeks, Dorothy called my office excited. She was remembering everything again, appointments, conversations, even grocery lists without writing them down. Her crossword puzzles became easier, and her family noticed she was back to her old self. When I retested her memory function at 3 months, her scores had improved by 35%. Dorothy's experience isn't unusual in my practice. I've seen blueberries improve memory test scores by 40% in my patients over 70. The anthocyanins literally clean out brain fog and restore communication between brain cells. Blueberries also protect your heart, improve circulation, and fight inflammation throughout your body. Fresh or frozen work equally well, just make sure you're eating them daily. Your brain needs that consistent supply of protective compounds. 3/4 cup every morning. Add them to oatmeal, yogurt, or eat them by the handful. Your mind will thank you. Now, if you're tired of catching every cold that goes around, or if small cuts and bruises take forever to heal, the second fruit on our list could be your game changer. We're talking about oranges, but not for the reasons most people think. Yes, oranges are famous for vitamin C, but here's what longevity research has revealed. Seniors need 3 times more vitamin C than younger adults because aging bodies absorb nutrients less efficiently. One orange provides 120% of daily vitamin C needs, but more importantly, it's in the bioavailable form that your body can actually use, unlike most synthetic supplements. Robert Kim's story perfectly illustrates this power. At 81, this retired postal worker came to my office frustrated and defeated. He'd always been active and proud of his health, but during one brutal winter, he got sick 7 times. 7 different illnesses in 4 months. Simple cuts on his hands from gardening took weeks to heal, and he felt his body was failing him. Robert had tried vitamin C pills, zinc supplements, even expensive immune boosters. Nothing worked long-term. That's when I prescribed the orange protocol, eating 1 orange after lunch every day. Not juice, not supplements. Actual oranges with the pulp and fiber. By month 3, Robert's transformation was remarkable. He hadn't been sick once. A small cut healed in just a few days instead of weeks. His energy returned, and he was back to his daily walks around the neighborhood. When I checked his blood pressure, it had even improved, and his skin looked noticeably better. The secret lies in how natural vitamin C from oranges is absorbed. It's 5 times more effective than synthetic supplements. Plus, oranges contain flavonoids that work with vitamin C to strengthen blood vessels, improve circulation, and boost collagen production. That's why Robert's cuts healed faster and his skin improved. For seniors, this immune protection isn't just about avoiding colds, it's about preventing infections that can lead to hospitalizations and serious complications. A strong immune system is your best defense against the health challenges that come with aging. 1 orange daily, preferably with some healthy fat for better absorption. Your immune system will thank you for it. The third fruit on our list might surprise you with its power. If you struggle with energy crashes, mood swings, or you're worried about diabetes, apples could be the most important addition to your diet. Scientists have discovered that apples contain something special called pectin, a type of fiber that acts like natural blood sugar medication. Pectin slows down sugar absorption and prevents the dangerous spikes that damage your arteries and age your body from the inside out. For seniors, this is critical because our bodies become less efficient at processing sugar as we age, leading to increased diabetes risk and energy instability. Maria Santos experienced this protection firsthand when she came to my clinic. At 76, this retired nurse was living in fear. She'd just been diagnosed as pre-diabetic, her blood sugar was erratic, and she was having afternoon energy crashes that left her exhausted. Worse yet, her 2 brothers had both developed insulin-dependent diabetes with terrible complications. Maria had tried eliminating carbs, expensive supplements, even skipping meals. Nothing gave her stable energy, and her blood sugar numbers kept climbing. That's when I recommended the apple protocol. Eating 1 apple mid-morning and 1 apple mid-afternoon. Whole apples with the skin on, where most of the pectin lives. After 8 weeks, Maria's blood work results stunned both of us. Her A1C dropped from 6.2 to 5.8, moving her completely out of the pre-diabetic range. Her energy was steady all day with no afternoon crashes. As an unexpected bonus, she'd lost 12 pounds without trying. But when I examined her inflammation markers, they had dropped significantly. The polyphenol in apples, natural anti-inflammatory compounds, were protecting her entire body. Her joint stiffness decreased, her digestion improved, and even her mood became more stable. I've confirmed Maria's experience with clinical research. Apple consumption can reduce diabetes risk by 23% in seniors. That's more effective than many medications, with 0 side effects. Apples also act as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria. Since gut health is directly connected to brain function, immune strength, and mood stability, eating apples supports your entire body's well-being. The key is eating them whole, the fiber, the skin, everything works together synergistically. Slice them with almond butter, chop them into salads, or grab one as a snack. 2 apples daily can help stabilize blood sugar and optimize body function. If you're finding this information valuable and want to stay healthy and independent as you age, drop the number 3 in the comments below. We're building a community of seniors who refuse to let age define their limits. Now, if joint pain is stealing your independence, or if you're worried about heart disease, the fourth fruit contains compounds that work more effectively than many anti-inflammatory medications. We're talking about avocados, and while they might seem expensive, when compared to prescription drugs and doctor visits, they're actually the bargain of a lifetime. Avocados contain over 20 different anti-inflammatory compounds, plus monounsaturated fats that actually repair damaged blood vessels. They're also loaded with potassium, even more than bananas, which naturally lowers blood pressure without side effects. Frank Thompson's transformation perfectly demonstrates this power. At 83, this former carpenter came to my office proud but struggling. He'd built his own house with his bare hands and was determined to stay independent. But severe knee arthritis was destroying his mobility. He couldn't climb the stairs to his bedroom anymore and was sleeping on the couch. His orthopedic surgeon was recommending knee replacement surgery. Frank had been taking prescription anti-inflammatory pills, but they were causing serious stomach problems. Surgery carried significant risks at his age, but the pain was becoming unbearable. That's when I suggested the avocado protocol, eating half an avocado with lunch every day. Frank was skeptical but desperate enough to try. Month by month, I watched something remarkable happen. His knee pain decreased gradually but consistently. By month 3, he was climbing stairs again. By month 6, his pain had reduced by 70%, and he was back in his workshop building furniture. The transformation wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Frank called my office to report that these old hands work like they're 60 again, and that he was building a rocking chair for his great-grandson. When I tested his inflammation markers, they had dropped 45%, results I typically see with prescription medications. The healthy fats in avocados had reduced inflammation throughout his body while simultaneously supporting heart health. Avocados also dramatically improve circulation, meaning more oxygen and nutrients reach your brain, hands, and feet. This translates to better memory, improved coordination, and feeling warm and energized instead of cold and tired. Preparation is simple and versatile. Mash them on toast, slice them into salads, blend them into smoothies, or eat them with a spoon and a little salt. Even half an avocado daily can create significant improvements in how you feel and function. And now, the final fruit on our list contains what longevity researchers call the fountain of youth compound, and the results are so dramatic, they surprise even medical professionals. Red grapes contain resveratrol, the same compound that helps explain why certain populations live to 100 and beyond with remarkable health and vitality. Resveratrol activates what scientists call longevity genes. It literally signals your cells to repair themselves and resist aging at the molecular level. Clinical studies show it can extend healthy lifespan by 15 to 20%, while protecting against heart disease, cancer, and neurodegeneration. Helen Chang's story represents the ultimate transformation I've witnessed in my practice. When this 89-year-old retired teacher first came to my office, she was using a walker, barely leaving her house, and her children were actively researching assisted living facilities. She'd given up hope of maintaining her independence. I placed Helen on the complete 5-fruit protocol, with special emphasis on red grapes for their concentrated resveratrol content. Over 18 months, I watched in amazement as Helen transformed completely. She abandoned her walker, started driving again, and now, at 91, she hikes 3 miles daily with a local seniors group. Her children canceled their care facility research entirely. When I tested Helen's biological age markers, they revealed she has the cellular health of someone 15 years younger, a medical rarity that demonstrates the power of consistent nutrition. Helen's recent statement says it all: "This didn't just give me extra years, it gave me back my life." Red grapes protect cardiovascular health, support optimal brain function, and fight the cellular damage that causes visible and internal aging. The key is eating them with the skin intact. That's where the highest concentrations of resveratrol are found. A handful daily provides therapeutic levels of this longevity compound. These 5 fruits, blueberries, oranges, apples, avocados, and red grapes, represent more than nutrition. They're your daily insurance policy against the diseases that rob seniors of independence and vitality. Here's my challenge to you: for the next 30 days, incorporate at least 3 of these fruits into your daily routine. Track how you feel, your energy levels, your mental clarity. The difference will be undeniable. At Elderly Health Central, I believe your best years don't have to be behind you. Small changes today create extraordinary health tomorrow. If this information could help someone you care about live healthier and longer, please share this video with them right now. And if you want to be the first to know about more breakthrough discoveries that could add years to your life, subscribe and hit that bell. I'm constantly uncovering new research that most people never hear about. Comment below with your biggest health concern after 60. Your health is worth fighting for, and I'm here to help you win that fight.